Hello everybody that's joining us on YouTube. This is part 2 of the stream, episode, I think, 17, at a guess. And things are going okay. We are, however, struggling. As you can see, our food industry is on the brink. I can probably actually go and expand it a smidge. Hi again, Saurian Beaver. I'm not sure if having kohlrabies planted is, however, the problem. We're going to expand it by a smidge and see if that helps boost us back up. Look at it all disappear when we get to overnight. I massively want to be able to expand it, but again, that's a bit of a future project. I'll have to see what these guys now run at. We've got 1,600 out of... Oh, there you go. So we've got about 200 spare. Centrifuge, but that comes definitely after I've gone and managed to grab this. We almost have enough metal blocks. We've got the gears, and we've got the dynamite. So I will actually throw that down soon. We don't even have enough storage to get 200 metal blocks. When that gets closer to maybe 160 or 170, I'll throw it down, and they can start emptying it whilst they refill it. 4.5 days left of a bad tide. The bad tide, we've definitely capped it, but we still unfortunately do have a bit of devastation because it all travels through here. We can go and block that off a little bit if we build irrigation barriers kind of around it, basically, and cap it off at least a bit. You know, we'll be able to control it somewhat. I put some impermeable floor on here. I don't actually know if it made any difference whatsoever. Technically, it shouldn't allow water to flow through it, so you would think it helps stop downflow of bad tide. But like I said, not entirely sure. And we also have a housing problem. But then we also have a log problem, so we can't go and solve our housing problem until we solve our log problem. We can't go and solve our log problem until this forest regrows, which is only halfway there. So a long way off. So we do need to definitely go and tap another wood source. And I think what I'm going to do is let's pause you because you're not really doing much anyway with our lack of logs. You're also struggling with logs. Let's go and... Although you don't take logs, but you do take plank. You know, let's keep you going. Let's go and... path this up. I want a set of stairs down. Going to a set of stairs back up. We're going to basically start going in this direction. Top priority, please. Let's bring the logs here first. Not that we have any. I don't even know if we're actually collecting any logs whatsoever at the moment. And then what that will result in... Yep, we can come straight this way. That will result in is a lumberjack flag here, which will result in all of this being chopped down. Oh, you guys in here as well. But to do that, we actually need to get some logs first. And so... where can we go and tap like half a dozen trees? I suppose we'll have to come a little bit further this way, won't we? Again, this is not pretty. But we are struggling due to the joys of bad tide. Be able to get... any form of log industry on the go. And we need logs for nearly everything. So do you know what? No, I am going to go and pause that and pause that. We'll keep you going. We've got a small supply of planks. Sweet. We threw a log at that first, so that'll get built. Like I said, if we can get this built, then we have a easier source of... Well, I say easier. It's quicker to get to here. It's just as far from our district, but a lot closer to our actual industry. If we can get that up and going, well, then we can get it up and going, basically. Let us get rid of this bit of path, because we don't need it. And, let's think about how we go and... I could just actually go and build another house on here, couldn't I? Is me trying to think about stairs and everything else that makes my life difficult? It's actually more cost efficient to go and get one of these. Does, however, cost me 40 logs. What I'm going to do... Let's wait for... He's online. Okay, now I'll go and put it in. Because... we should have an okay income of logs now. Not a great income, but an okay income. Because that guy's online, although it's a hell of a walk. This guy's now online as well. Which should make things a little bit easier for our log industry. I am not... I'll unpause him. Still got some planks, so we're okay. I'll unpause him once this is built. And... all these now get unpaused as well. Let's go and pause you. So we actually have 3 free... Oh, that's because I've got all these paused, though. That'll all work itself out very shortly. Alright, let's go and I'm going to unpause planks once more. Let's keep that industry going. Our smelter's back online, which is the most important. As I feel like next should be a drought as opposed to a bad tide. Our food industry is very much still struggling. However, let us... Again, this is not the most efficient way of doing things, but right now it's the easiest. Although all of this irrigation, I think, comes off this, which will disappear... Oh, it won't straight away disappear in a drought. And we've definitely got more kohlrabies planted than we can farm. Go and place you there. And some more of our logs. And... we'll plant some kohlrabies around you. Not a huge amount more, because they are mostly here to help with... because we've definitely got more kohlrabies planted than we can deal with. Let's go and put a few more down. As it is a whole extra farmhouse. And yeah, so this should actually stay... Right, so how do we plug this so it stops once the water stops? It's a very good question. Because this downstream depth is always going to be there. Because it's plugged in from this. I don't know if there is a manual way. Downstream depth of 0.35. I don't know, I kind of have to maybe see... When we get to a drought, I'll pause it to attempt to at least hold some water in here. And then we'll see what happens with this. I have to kind of try and figure out a way as to how it goes. So it's currently on a 0.35. And so we kind of have to experiment to see what that goes up to and see if there was a logical way with our whole 3-rule system that we can get it so this will close and keep the water in here when we hit a drought or bad tide. That is basically what we're talking about. And let us now... We are pretty much there. We have the dynamite. We have the gears. We've got 170 out of 200. It is there and good to go. We're going to make it on permanently open. And wow, 50 explosives have just been delivered instantly. That was pretty quick. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the grand project of having permanent power. Oh, you're joking. And of course, it's one of the young ones. What were you doing, mate? What were you doing back there in the first place? I'm going to come and build this idiot a pair of stairs to get down. Got priorities, so we hopefully save his life. Not looking good. Oh, it looks like he's going to be there overnight again. He should survive. Do you know what? That's his punishment. Idiot. Making me do this extra effort just to save your life. I mean, seriously, what was he doing behind the building when it was getting built? Sit yourself down and sort yourself out. No, we won't delete that. Maybe I'll even build some things behind here now that I've got a set of stairs. Why not? Fantastic builders. Not that good at deciding where and where they shouldn't be. Is our food industry coping again? You know what? I'm not entirely convinced. Truly not entirely convinced. Our log industry, however, has started to at least get a bit of traction. Of course, the guys need to hurry up and grow. These guys, we still need to be wary about that bad tide. Of course, we do have contamination barriers which can be built. Are, however, very expensive. Not entirely sure. What exactly would be the perfect cutoff system? Because it all comes from here, right? But all of... So if I go and build barriers here, what's to stop it necessarily creeping around the edge? I mean, it would definitely help because obviously it, you know, it can only go so far. Let's go and build those there. Also see what that does to the general irrigation levels as well. Nothing to do in range. We have you. Whoops, no, not pause the whole game. Pause the building. May as well delete the building as well. And you, wow, you've gone and... finished all those up, huh? Yeah, no, drought's fine. I don't have to do anything on drought, although let's now go and see... Ah, wait, yes, I need to see what happens once this is built. Because that will tell me my actual downstream depth. Oh no! Oh no, no, no. Obviously all of these may as well get paused. These guys can keep going, although I'm going to pause 3 of them. I'm going to unpause. No, maybe not. He needs, I think, 200 power. You probably are going to need all 4 people. No, we've probably go down to 3. Let's keep... We're going back to beaver power to push out those last metal blocks. We need... I mean, what have we got in storage? We've got nothing left in storage. We need another 17 metal blocks, folks. Let's get pumping those out. We're going full beaver power. We didn't quite make it before the drought, so we've actually had our power turned off. All of these can be reached. Kind of can't believe that a little bit. Let's go and unpause this building. We may as well have some builders come into here. Our food industry is, it's on the edge. I mean, I really don't know if it's going up or going down. If we stare at it for a little while, let's see if we can figure out... I think we've got plenty of kohlrabies planted, like I said. And we're not struggling. There's nobody, no farmer is ever idle. Put it that way. But I think the amount of kohlrabies we have is fine. Let's just see if we can actually get an increase in our stored numbers. These guys are about to be out of a job because the water has almost gone. Pumping what little we can get. How are we doing? 8 metal blocks to go. And then we can permanently retire this little industrial district. Do you know what? Let's start permanently retiring a few things. Wow, that is a lot of blocks, etc. to come back my way. Oh my days, are we actually going to make it for scrap? Yes, we should be able to make another full 13 metal blocks at least, because we're full of scrap. Which we only need 8. Okay, we will make it. Just, but we will make it. Yikes. That's all I'm going to say. Full-blown yikes. You can be paused. Well, at least it looks like we're getting some kohlrabies back in our storage. And now, both be paused. Ah, more beavers than I know what to do with. This is ridiculous. It's because our whole industry section's turned off. Which is why we have 6 spare beavers. May as well be paused. You don't have anything to do. One building lacks power. A lot of buildings lack power. One construction lacks materials. 2 metal blocks to go, folks. We've almost got it turned on permanently. Get to that one to demolish it, and we can get to that one to demolish it. We're gonna have this one left over, but it's just gonna be the rock in the... Ooh! Unpause you. You get down there and start getting those logs. In terms of logs, we now need to build... Hang on, let's slow this down for me a second. We definitely need more storage. I don't know where I'm putting my storage. The question is, how am I getting the stairs up there? That goes to the middle layer. That goes up to the top level. That goes up to the bottom level. Do I just... do you know what? Do I just, in fact... This is getting ridiculous. I really need to start thinking about tubeways, don't I? The whole point of this update. I haven't chucked them in yet. So, in terms of storage, definitely going to want, I think, at least 2 of these ones. I'll leave it at that for now. Going to be for logs. And we will eventually want dirt. However, I am going to move my scrap metal and... In fact, that'll be both scrap metal, because we're going to have it coming out of the mine. To have it coming out of the mine, we do need... This is going to be our next big project. 300 treated planks, 450 gears, and 300 logs. So our wood industry needs to explode, quite frankly. Which, bada bing, bada boom, unpause, 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 unpause. Pause. Pause, pause. Which, we know why our log capacity, or our log amounts, has suddenly exploded. It's because I've gotten 75 back from the last one of these I destroyed. There you go, our original industry area no longer exists. It is gone, ladies and gentlemen. It is gone. We have moved over to permanent bad water power. Now, the downstream depth of this is 0.25. So, how do I do this? How do I do this? It was 0.35 if we have a flow. I need an opposite version of this. Because if I was to close above the depth of 0.3... then it would be constantly open now, and it would constantly try and close itself when we have flow. So that's obviously the opposite of what I want. We need to, and we can't do downstream depth for contamination, etc. No, there's no way I can do this mechanically. Because we need a backwards version of this. We need close below downstream depth. Although this is all saying irrigated off this, so that was kind of my immediate want for this. Yes, we're just... Oh, it's too far away to be reached by a district. No, path. How about now? No, now they can both be demolished. I'll also then get rid of this one afterwards. Not going to get rid of it yet because someone will go and get themselves stranded on the top of this one. Again, fantastic builders. Let's just leave it there. You can be removed. Let's go and place you here. Again, the pathing is horrible. Chain is ridiculous. But it's mostly as well just because I actually want to get rid of this scrap. It's in the way of future builds and projects. That's kind of a big part of it. What's the point? Let's go up to full speed. Kind of a big problem with it. You are paused. That's fine. You are lacking scrap metal. Very much so. We are going to start to get a little bit more of it, and to fuel it just a smidge more. Go and put that in there. Oh, wait. Let's stop that. Because if I wish to eventually cap this, I do need to cover up the water source. Then am I going to use it from this level, or am I in essence going to build it up? I may as well kind of do it from this level. It looks a bit funky. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to kind of destroy this and rebuild it anyway. As in one level up. So I may as well just cover it up from here. Yes. And I think that'll save me a bit of resources in the long run. Not much, but I think it'll save me a smidge in the long run. No resources selected. We're going to want more storage space for... Do you know what? Let's throw down some planks. They're currently full, and by the looks of things... Let's go and get another one. Something else that we do want is our digger, which again takes treated planks and it takes metal blocks. So no, our metal blocks are first. 300 treated planks. We are going to need more storage for treated planks. So there you go. I was going to make that logs, but that dictates what that one has to be. There's only 300, and I'm not willing to wait for 150 treated planks to be done. 450 gears. Those are fine. We should have nothing that uses gears. No, we don't. No, none of you guys use gears. Those will simply keep recovering. We have storage for 1,200 of those. Yeah, so that's never going to be a problem. And then the last thing is logs, which, hey, we're healthy on logs again, ladies and gentlemen. Our logging industry looking good. Okay, that is completely covered up. This is all completely still green. So that also makes me think that that I might not really be blocking any bad tide when it turns up either. Let's go and chuck another one down. You know what? Yeah, let's go and block that off. That might do something to this irrigation. We'll see. Oh, yeah, look, we're definitely... I don't know if that's just due to drought in general. I think we might be starting to cut off this area. How are we doing? We've got 2 more left to build. I think we are starting to cut off this area due to this. Although, no, we can't be because there's no water up here. I'm talking... Oh, there's actually a smidge of water. But I think I'm talking nonsense because there's not really any water up here. I think this is just dry because... 9.1 days? Okay, that's going to die. That's okay. That's a tiny, tiny corner of our logging industry. Okay, somebody else has to come up to finish this off. How's that going to do for us? Yeah, I mean, obviously, because there's no water up there. That will, however, hopefully help against the bad tide when it comes. We'll see what that's gone and done. Hopefully, we are now a bit more secure when it comes to that. Because this is looking pretty good. This looks like it can generally withstand a decent drought. Just have to potentially think of something. This area. I mean, I'm a little bit tempted to maybe just like build some dams in between here, because that'll just kind of keep water in here. It won't be for the full drought. I mean, it won't last 20 days, definitely not. But, you know, if it holds water in here for, let's just say 8 days, 9 days, 10 days, then it does help this in general. Because, you know, I mean, these take 30 days to grow. If I can keep them growing for 8 days out of a 20-day drought, that's 8 more days off this. And for a pretty... You know, for a solution that we can very easily... We can very easily do right now. Can, however, they be gotten to? Yes, they can. They are going to, of course, have to run all the way along the top. Very long running route. But hey, it's not like they've got anything else to be doing right now either. Go on and unpause you. Get a few more berries back in. Our kohlrabis are, again, continuing to very, very slowly trickle in the right direction. It's definitely not a booming food industry. I think you can just be deleted by now. You can be deleted by now. But yes, definitely not a booming food industry. But we'll see how it goes. More to the point, you can now get all of this scrap metal. Just make sure he's not there during a bad tide, because if he is, he's going to be having a very, very rough day. And thanks to him, our metal block industry is slowly existing. Is the best way I can go and describe it. Slowly exists. We still have 5 free beavers now. This will, of course, turn off once we turn on our pumping stations, but it still means during a drought, we've got 5 more jobs that can be used. So what temporary drought jobs can we go and create? What have we got? I would love to start getting a tubeway up and running, but I do think I need to get the mine up and running before I start really being able to throw down tubeway, which is a shame. And then I do also then, you know, we're going to get suspensions out. We're going to start actually building a 3D world. That is that's what definitely needs to happen. Now our landscaping, again, that takes metal blocks. And treated planks is the problem. If it didn't take treated planks, I would very much be tempted. In terms of treated planks, I think we need another treated plank station because we are building... I mean, it takes 3 hours to make one. So, in fact, yes, we do. We definitely need another wood workshop. Wow, this thing looks so higgledy-piggledy and ugly, but hey-ho. It works. I have stuff coming in. It's permanently powered. How much power do I have to spare? Oh, I think it was 200 or 300. How much does one of these take? 250? Okay, I'm pretty much going to be at my capacity now for power. And yeah, we're shooting up in planks, so that's not a problem. I could probably do another gear workshop as well. That'll cost me 120, though. Let's see. What have I got spare? If I turn on my dynamite factory, that's another 150. That put us up to, what, 1400? Yeah, so no, I'm at capacity now. Technically, if I turn on my dynamite factory, I think I'm 8 power short. It might also now be the point of let us rearrange and rebuild. Those need to both come there. We will need... We're going to have 1, 2, 1, 2. So we will need one of these here. These here. I'm not going to make it so the fact that it's technically the end. We may extend this, who knows? In a future project. Go and build all of that there. With that now in place. Those in place. We can go ahead and... Right, now hang on. Let's just double check. Let's confirm. Oh no, they'll be able to get background anyway, so let's not worry too much. Permanently closed, I think. No, they can't be permanently closed because then things will flood. Damn it, what were my old rules? Permanently open? Is that how much power I now have? I know my horsepower is staying the same. It's leveling back out. I mean, yeah, because they're truly just here to... Yeah, that can be reached. That's fine. I mean, they are truly just here to stop the flow being pushed backwards and these having any problems. Polish that one as well. All right, let's get... another large water wheel into the system. That'll give us another 400 power. Which will definitely allow us to get another gear workshop. Can just fit in the back of here. Alright, alright, alright. We're going pretty nice. And of course, there's a few things that are very much lacking, but in terms of what we're trying to push forward, going very nice indeed. Now, something I do want to redesign, like I mentioned, for your hospitals, you want to be next to food, and you want to be next to water. So what I want to go and do is... our food is up here, although I need to decide where everything's going to go a bit permanently. Obviously, all of our water's down here, because I want it to be closer to our pumps. Can that now technically be changed? Possibly. Is our water industry now very much struggling? Yes, it is. Our food industry is slowly still trickling up. The point being is that our injured beavers need to be next to our food. This was going to become a little warehouse area because obviously this is where all our housing is, and it needs to be next to our water. So I would like to make a little hospital area. We'll have to think on that. We have 2 injured beavers though. We've got our beds in here. They'll have to do. Our teeth grindstone. That can disappear from there. We've got our teeth grindstone up here. These guys are... yep, they're kind of waiting on this to regrow now. What's our... you unfortunately can't really see. We've got some up at the 70s, some up at the 20s. Others up at the 70s. So with this area... okay, yeah, no, this area's dropping down. With this area, hopefully watered for a bit longer. Obviously, these guys, fortunately, have died due to drying out. What a fair few of these are going to go and do. These will not only survive, because 23%, so that is 8 days, give or take, without working it out exactly, more like 7 maybe, worth of growth, wasted. We have just missed out on about 20 days worth of growth, which, like I said, with this system, I get it's not perfect, but the point is it could help with, you know, helping them grow for a further 8 days. It's, you know, it's waste that we can't so much afford. These will die in 2 days. Is the water going to go and replenish in that time? We'll find out. What I do know is that we've lost 2 horsepower due to this little contraption thing we got going on. Because they should be permanently closed, because they should be built by here. Because I'm an idiot. They're supposed to be on the far side of the hole. No, they can't be built by there and be permanently closed because I'm water than this way. I don't know. But I'm going to stop thinking about it. All this nonsense to do with rules. It's screwing with my head, as you can tell. A little bit too much. Right, let's go and get these guys unpaused. Let's stick with what I know for a second. Unpause these guys. But yeah, these were... I'm very bit annoyed if these died out. Some of them have. That's fine. Let's go and you can be paused. I'm happy to turn these guys on as well. This looks all pretty clean nowadays. And it survived. Beautiful. Go and get all of the water pumps working. And so like I said, yeah, hopefully with this, it just helps keep this... can't quite reach that square. Just, it will help keep this irrigated, and so our trees will grow for longer. Because for a 30-day grow cycle, like I said, kind of need something. definitely need something. Okay, 140 treated planks. They'll be coming along quite nicely now. And with this redirected, we're getting a bit of clean water pushing its way back here now. We have a one little lone island of rubble. It's going to stay there. It's going to be a feature of the map now. Wow, and our logging industry has been destroyed once more. It's going to be very boom bust, I think, because obviously all of these will now come online in, unfortunately, still like another 6 days. And as soon as they start all coming online, I'm going to massively fill up on our logging industry. And when they stop, it's going to massively drop off again. So we do need to make a second area for our logging industry. That is very much apparent. The big question is where? Very much wanting to get this up and running. Very much so. But a lot of things need tidying up right now. A whole lot of things need tidying up right now. Bit of a shame, because I'm thinking of future ways of tidying this up. So obviously I want to go and put some stuff on, I want to go 3D once we get tube stations, etc. Because it does make things so much easier. And then obviously we'll get dirt blocks on the top levels and irrigation and all this kind of thing. It's a bit of a shame, because if I obviously went and started stacking these... Can I? Yeah, we won't be able to get up here, will we? Can I get up here? No. If I was to go and start stacking all of these on top of each other, say I did a, that's the height I want my little platform to be, I then wouldn't be able to have simply a centralized column, and I could go and stick this on top. Because that last little piece, if I can get this to show, there's obviously a disconnect in the power shaft. It's a bit of a shame that. I've always wished that you could, like that little bit of stand thing and actually building underneath it, so that the platform acted more like an impermeable layer, basically. Because it's, I don't know. I've always found it's a bit of a shame. Okay, so that can now be deleted. That's finished. How are we doing on scrap metal? We have none. So our metal industry is currently on a pause. We have 66 metal blocks, so we do have some metal blocks. We could technically go and build our dirt extractor with that. But that means we will be 100 treated planks further down. And we need 300, is it? Yes, 300. It's a fair old number. And we're making a whole 2 every 3 hours. We can definitely go and increase the number that we're making. And I think I'm going to, once again. The resources for this are mostly fine. Again, this looks horrible and higgledy-piggledy, and trust me, it hurts me more than it hurts any of you. I'm actually going to go and put this way. And do that. And put that in there. And of course, we are struggling with logs. As soon as this comes online, what are we up to? 85%. Still another, 3 days? Getting drought in a couple of days. Our water industries, our pumps are going crazy. Get those tanks filled up as fast as possible. Go and pause you. You can all be haulers. That's going to help us smidge. And easy to grab scrap metal. I mean, there's scrap metal everywhere on this map. Easy to grab is another question. I mean, I could come and grab 15 here, but let's look. Let's look a little bit bigger. We've got that little smidge up there. I mean, we've got all of this on top of here. Kind of like it though, to be honest. Part of a decorative feature. And it would just be really, really painful to get to because of all the platforms and the height and the... Like I said, I hate stairs. stairs in this game, I think, are a little bit painful to work with. I do love the ladder mod. It just it makes life so much better, in my opinion, that beautiful ladder mod. Don't have it turned on. I don't have any mods turned on because this is an experimental state of the game. And what do we say? We said drought in 1.68, so we will not get to see how our irrigation barriers do. We'll get to see how this little water trap does, which will be nice. We're going to be obviously holding a smidge of water, 0.65 of water in here. So that'll do us quite nicely. Oh, beautiful. Our water is almost filled all the way back up. Should be by the time we get to our drought. I'm going to see as well in this drought what this keeps irrigated. Because, I mean, I've got all of this up here not being used. And I've got this little patch here not being used. So I may just put a stairs in here and make another small forestry area for the time being. Because, you know, we do need to sort out our log industry. There you go. It's about to go through its boom. So at least that's now coming back. Even with all of my demand for logs, it's yeah, it's still kind of just about trying to creep up with the number of any logs in our storage. It's trying very, very hard. Yeah, let's see what stays irrigated now during this drought. But I don't really have to worry about bad water except for maybe a few areas up here. So we don't need to worry about that. Let's just see what stays. Let's go and pause all these three. This obviously needs to stay with as much water as possible in it. And the drought has started. We're actually going to end the second part there. The stream will continue. So for those of you watching this on YouTube as episodes afterwards, thank you all very much, and I hope to see you in part 3 of this stream, episode, as I guess this was 17, I guess that would be 18, and we'll see you then, hopefully.